Hi guys, Creative Lori here. Welcome everyone. Okay, so oops, pardon the shakiness of my camera. I know that I have done some videos in what I eat in the month with my monthly haul, or actually, I probably go 2-3 times a month to get groceries. So with my $50 a month haul, so I'm gonna make a crock pot lasagna for my dad and and I'm using, I call this my big crock pot, but this is not the biggest one I have. This is actually was my small one, and I have one that's smaller. And that one is so handy. But because my dad and I are going to share it, and you can freeze this too, by the way. Um, but I don't see why you'd want to because, well, I guess if you couldn't finish it off, you could. I'm going to use all of my leftovers and some things from my stockpile that have to be kind of used up. I know that things last longer when they're canned or in a jar, but I still want to use them up nonetheless. And I have I had one eggplant that was left over from my haul. Sorry, it's turning a little brown because I've cut it up ahead of time. I only have two lasagna pasta strips from that box. I've had that box forever, so it'll be so good to just be done with it. And then I have some garlic from the Dollar Tree. I don't love this garlic, but I want to use it up to get rid of it. I have it in my stockpile just in case, but I just not a fan of it. But in a crock pot, it'll be okay. Then I have some whole plum tomatoes. The Best By date I think was in 2020. I can't read it. Best by June 2020. It's still fine. Same with the crushed organic crushed tomatoes that have onion, garlic, and basil. I think the Best By date was May. Yeah, May 2020. So it's fine. It's never been opened, and we're just going to use up part of our stockpile. That's what you do. That's just the Best By date, and it's fine. So I got my crock pot heating up on high, and I've done this before. So I just have these two little measly lasagna things, and that's fine because we'll be intermittently layering the eggplant and lasagna. But I might put the pasta lasagna underneath it all because they'll take a little longer to cook than the eggplant. And let me go show you the cheese I have. All right, so I have this Italian cheese. My sister gave it to my dad, and my dad didn't like it so much, but it's fine. It's skim mozzarella, provolone, parmesan, romano, fontina, and asiago cheese. And that is all the cheese I'm going to use, no more, no less. I might throw a little cottage cheese in there, but I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. Then I prepared some TVP on the side here. I threw in some Italian seasonings, and that's like a dehydrated onion. And we'll throw that in with oh, it's not focusing. Why is it not focusing? There we go. We'll mix that with, I might have to use both of these because I might have to blend these. Well, I know I have to blend those in my little bullet from Walmart, really. It's not a bullet, but it's a Farberware. And I can mix the two, so I think I'm going to do that. So let me go ahead and open these both up, blend them up, and then mix it with that. Okay, so because both of these have sodium in them, this is like 140 milligrams for a quarter cup. And this one is, let me see, it's hard to do this one-handed. For half a cup, it is 170 milligrams. Okay, so I'm not going to add any salt to it. Plus the cheese has, salt in it. And I'm sure this garlic, oh, I added garlic, as you can see. So I did like I did like 3/4 probably the plum tomatoes and then the crushed tomatoes. but the garlic has, oh, zero. Okay, zero. But still, the seasonings from that will be good enough for me. You can add salt at this point. So I'm just going to blend it really quick and I'll come back. And I'm going to add it to the TVP, my ground beef. You can do ground chicken, ground turkey, ground beef. Nothing. It just depends on what you like. But I'm going to use the TVP to kind of beef it up. Okay, so here is the TVP, the textured vegetable protein, or you could use whatever meat you choose or not. You don't have to put anything, but I just wanted to add a little extra texture to this. So I mixed it with the crushed tomatoes and plum tomatoes and garlic. Now I'm making a second batch for the layering sauce. So once I get that done, I'll be right back. All right, so I made a second batch and I've already poured some into the crock pot. Ooh, it looks yummy. All right, so we're gonna put, I think I am gonna put a little bit of ground beef, or my faux ground beef. So let me, because it's kind of hard to do this one-handed, and put this next, well, maybe I can do it. So I have this ground beef, faux ground beef. I'm gonna put a little bit just there, just to start it. But I don't think I want to, there we go. Okay, that's good. Now we're gonna put the only two layers, or the only two pasta sticks, lasagna sticks, so I have to cut them down. I'll be right back. All right, so I broke them down, as you can see. Now we're gonna start the layer of sauce. I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. Okay. And we'll put some beef, faux beef for me. You kind of get the idea. I'm going to smooth it around a bit. Let's see if I can do that while I'm holding the camera. And this is really high protein, so the faux beef anyways. That's why I like using it. Okay, that's quite enough. All right, now we're going to start putting in the beautiful eggplant. You have to alternate. There we go. It's just like little layers. It's like playing Tetris. Okay, so that's pretty good. Sometimes you want to get your corners, and that's why I save these little pieces to put. I have seeds on my hand from the tomatoes and eggplant. Okay, so that's why you want to save them. And I could put probably another one. Let me just cut that in half and put it there. I could even put another one over here. Okay, we're good. Now we'll start the sauce. Now I won't put the cheese, oh, see, I'm all out again, so I have to blend more sauce. I will not put the cheese until about the next layer, for me anyways. Because I don't have a whole lot of cheese. And I don't want to use a whole lot of cheese either. So we're just going to kind of blend that around. I have plenty of the TVP, so I'm using a lot of it because it's really good protein. So hopefully you can see. Okay. Now, let me go blend a third batch of this now, and I'll be right back. Okay, I might want to add, I did not add any garlic to this sauce because I had already added enough garlic. So now I put my leftover pieces of lasagna noodles and then the thicker pieces of the eggplant. So now I'm going to put sauce, cheese, no, sauce, the meat, cheese, and so forth. Okay, that's quite the layer of cheese, really. And by the way, so I won't be able, I don't have the software to show you the afterwards. So my thumbnail will be the afterwards, what you can see what it turned out to be. Sorry, you guys, until I get like an iPhone or something of that nature, I feel like I'm pushing it as it is with this poor little phone. So, okay, yep, we use every last piece. Perfect. Okay, as you can see. So now I'm going to do the sauce, the meat, the cheese. I'll be right back. Okay, that's my last layer. I'm just going to put cheese and I'll be right back. Okay, it is done. So you can see it's pretty darn full. All I'm going to do now is put the lid on and set it and forget it. I would say for like probably 3 hours. Hold on. Probably 3 hours or less. I have it on high. Let me show you what I use. I did not use up all of the cheese. There's still some there. I don't know if you could see it, but there's enough for like a big quesadilla if I wanted to. I used up all of my lasagna noodles. These were Best Buy 2018, you guys. Yeah. You're probably thinking, Lori, you're using old food. Yeah, but pasta won't go bad. So I am done with it finally. I used, let's see, about half of this jar, and this was good stuff. I really like this. So I'll be using this in my next few videos because I'll have to refrigerate it now. And let me take the spoon out. Basically used up the whole can of the plum tomatoes, and that was a 20 or 28 ounce. So I have a little bit of sauce. I'm just going to add to the jar. It's fine. I got to clean up this mess. It is messy. I've made a big mess. So not a huge mess, though, considering making like homemade lasagna. It's really not that hard if you do it in the crock pot, and that's what I'm talking about. So I don't like making lasagna, to be honest, if I had to do it the regular way. So in a crock pot, I have no problem. I'm going to set this for about 3 hours, and that'll cook everything thoroughly. You know it's done when you see the cheese, my hands are dirty, bubbling. And it's done. You can poke a knife in the middle and it is done. So it's got basil, onion, crushed tomato, plum tomatoes, garlic. It has eggplant for the layers and a couple of the lasagna pasta noodles. This will be wonderful. A chunk of it next to a salad. So what I usually do, because it's quite tall as you can see, what we usually do is we cut it into like slivers and take that sliver and put it on its side and then cut that in two. And then so we probably would get 1, 2, 3 slivers, and then we cut them into half. And honestly, that's more than enough. I'll probably get more like 8 pieces because they are such large pieces of lasagna. Okay, guys, I use my stockpile. I use my other pieces that were like older stockpile. I used up something that was a gift to my dad from my sister. I used what I had, that eggplant I bought for 99 cents. So I'll do a tally and put what it cost in the description box. Even though like the cheese was like a gift to my dad, I'm still going to put the cost of it, including it in the description box, like how much this whole thing costs. But it will literally probably provide 8 meals for my dad and I. So he'll have that with a side of big salad or grilled vegetables or something of that sort. And if he gets tired of it after 2 portions, he can freeze it. So I'll put it in glass containers, 2 different glass containers, so he can freeze the other 2 if he'd like. And I might have to do that for myself too. I don't know, because I get tired of like pasta, tomatoey dishes very easily. So, anyways, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But this is actually made from my monthly haul that was done um, in April. So I still haven't gone grocery shopping. I need to go, but I wanted to have this for dinner tonight. And then I think my dad might be coming over tomorrow or the next day. I have to finish my taxes. I haven't even started. Oh my gosh. I'm a mess, but I got to get it done. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. I hope you enjoyed this. I will include the picture of what it looks like in the thumbnail. Bye, guys.